All right, well, I'm trying something a little different. I positioned my big floating head somewhere in between this fine guitarist and the barefoot princess. And whoa, hey, somewhere down there's Matt Criscuolo coming to you up close and personal, maybe sometimes a little too personal. For those of you who aren't really pissed off at me and are going to listen to this reaction that I'm going to do now of Angelina Jordan a million years ago. Some of you are saying, why would they be pissed off with Matt? Well, hey, listen, anybody who gets to know me on any level at some point will get pissed off at me. I have an outgoing kind of personality. I speak my mind most of the time, and when you do that and you put yourself out there and you're a public figure to a certain extent and you are extroverted, that might happen. At least to me it does. Maybe not to you, to you, but to me it does. My shoes fit in my mouth pretty well. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. Let's get right to this. Anyway, the Angelina Jordan a million years ago. This one, by the way, came requested by a supporter of the channel named Sean Bressy. Sean, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Let's get right to Angelina. She is amazing.
I only wanted to have fun, learning to lie, running to run. I left my heart beside the way when I was young.
Whoa.
Deep down, I must have always known that this would be inevitable. To learn my stripes I have to pay and bare my soul.
The guitar is mic'd beautifully. I could, with the headphones especially.
I know I'm not the only one who regrets the things I've done. Sometimes I just feel it's only me who can't stand the reflection of sea. I wish I could live a little more. Look up to the sky and not just a flower. I feel like my life is flashing by, and all I can do is watch and cry. I miss the air, I miss my friend, I miss my mother, I miss it when life was a party to be thrown. That was a million years ago. Million years ago, when I walk around off the street where I grew up and found my feet, they can't look me in the eye. It's like they scared of me. I tried to think of things to say, like a joke or memory, but they don't recognize me now in the light of day.
Jeez. A couple of thoughts that go through my mind are, well, first of all, I did a reaction just a little while ago to this same duo right here, and I have a feeling it might have been either the same session or back to back. It was a song called Stay. I really like this guitarist. I like the way he's mic'd. I like the way he plays. He's very tasteful, and he knows how to accompany her. I don't know. He's a young guy, so for what it's worth, I'm thinking to myself a bunch of different thoughts and having a bunch of different feelings. But one of the thoughts that I had was, how great is it that he gets to perform with Angelina Jordan? I'm sure she feels the same way about him. If you could let us know what his name is in the comments below, that would be great. I think we should shine a light on that. But these kinds of, it gives a lot of credibility to him as a career professional musician to have on his resume that he has played and recorded with Angelina Jordan, and I'm happy for him too as an instrumentalist. And how she is she's always so beautiful the way she sings. She's got this very nuanced, subtle smoothness to the way she sings. Everything is just so very tasty and provocative, emotive, in a very subtle way. It doesn't hit you over the head. It's not trying too hard. It's just got all the things that that make a beautiful piece of music, and it's just lovely to listen to. I mean, it's amazing that she just makes it look so easy. Obviously, just like an actor who has to learn the lines and do whatever work you do to get into the fabric of the character, performers like Angelina Jordan, they got to get into a space, into a flow, where we, the audience, the listeners, can experience and feel, uninhibited, without worrying and just without any distractions, and then get to that place where we can feel, what's going on. And she just makes it look so easy. She might even have the words to the music off to the side and maybe checking in with them. I don't know. I have no idea. That does happen, as you would know. But the point I'm making is that she seems to me to be totally in the flow of the music and just being free and uninhibited to just get into that space where it's just an amazing place to be. For me personally, and musicians and artists, I'm sure anybody who does something where they're getting into something, like even if it's you're working on like a model, like a small model working on your hands, you get into this space where sometimes you even forget time. And, there have been times where I've been performing where I felt like my body was actually floating away and that I was observing what was happening and getting out of the way of the music and free of judgment and ego, where I would listen to it and almost feel like it was a divine thing, like I was actually a vessel, a conduit to letting the music come through me to, supposedly somewhere else out in the stratosphere. And to experience and to witness the music that way, like I think that it sounds like she's doing that to me, because it's just incredible. That's a wonderful feeling, and not all musicians and artists can actually get to that place, because as humans we have other things that we have in our mind that sometimes chatters and gets in the way. And I think that's a lot of the struggle that maybe some artists have, where they just, the self-criticism or the self-doubt or whatever, whatever kind of distractions they might have that get in the way of effortless mastery. And that's what I hear she has, is an effortless mastery. That I know she's working on it. If you probably talk to her, she's probably would say, no, I'm still working on it, because, with music, it's a deep well. You're constantly working on it. But let's face it, we can listen to her and go, wow, it's so young too. It's a freak show. At any rate, those are some of my thoughts on it. What do you think? Sean Bressy, thank you so much for your request. This was another winner. I'm so happy to have been able to serve all of you out there with whatever it is that you're getting out of this. For me, I enjoy looking at your comments. I read them all. I like to see what you have to say, and I learn a lot from all of you. And I think you're all very wonderful for chiming in and taking the time to listen to this and give your input and share this wonderful music and this wonderful artist, the Barefoot Princess, with me together. Thank you so much. Hey, look, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And you take it easy. And if it's real easy, take it twice.